demand is growing at such a level, 50% per annum for that international bandwidth, that the forecasts look at by, at the latest, 2018, the existing capacity, even with upgrades, will all be gone. So at some point a new cable needs to come into play, and those cables take 3-4 years. So now's about the right time, where because we've got such a big demand coming on board that we need additional supply. So someone's got to build a cable, and it just happens that we're the first guys off the block and have the support in order to do it. Since we've announced, we've seen the price come down by more than 5%. So you've already seen the incumbent cable operators try and stop us happening. And that's kind of, that's a natural dynamic that goes on in the marketplace. As we go through various phases of financing, they'll discount. You can quite clearly see, if you look at prices over the last 12 years, from launch, after launch, prices for about 4 or 5 years stay completely flat. And then there's another cable announced and prices drop 60%. And then they stay flat until the next cable is announced, and that's kind of the dynamic that goes on. You always have the incumbent operators, well, they don't want another player to come in because they are going to bring down prices. Now, our objective is prices have to come down because we want unlimited data caps. And the incumbent players as well, they don't want to say, oh, we'll give you 5% below whatever their price is, because then you end up with a death spiral. And because we've got demand growing, and we've got limited supply, they're going to have to build another cable as well. And if the price drops below the replacement cost, then there's not a business case for another build, and they need to build. So there's a really fascinating dynamic kind of going on within the industry. You could be one incumbent airline saying we'll add more seats and bigger planes, but that doesn't drive price down, it doesn't drive a competitive marketplace. You need that by more than one player, and that's kind of where we come in, so we can drive competition, we can keep them honest, and we can bring, as I say, unlimited data caps to Australasia. There's a number of telcos in Australia that need also a low latency route up to the US. So if you're talking kind of the New Zealand market and the incumbent operator there with a cable, well, they're actually a minnow in the Australasian world of operators. And there's more than enough carriers and operators that want an open access cable up to the US that's low latency, that are willing to put capacity commitments behind it that can help us be financed. We've always said that the market is Australia. 80% of the capacity is going to be purchased from the Australian marketplace. We're very fortunate that the most direct route from Sydney up to LA happens to swing past Auckland and pick up New Zealand. Now, of course, everyone's looking for super quick legs that they can use for financial trading and for different enterprises. And so that's one advantage that we do have. Will be one of the quickest cables to the US. So we have a different product, and we're going to price it in such a way that we're going to drive cheap international broadband.